Thanks for staying with us. Okay, we all like to get outside, right?
Get our hands a little dirty.
Especially kids. They're out of school now.
That's right. It's game time, y'all.
Looking for something to do. Guess what? They can continue learning, but we're going to trick them.
That's right. We're going to make it fun.
Because it's fun. They can dig deeper out at Raven Run Nature Sanctuary and learn more about fossils. Michael is here to lead us on our own little expedition here.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming back to Midday.
Yeah, for sure. Here, let me get you one of these, each one of the.
Oh,
so,
I love it.
We've got our real fossils here in the front.
Very cool.
Yeah, very cool. We got the crinoids and the cephalopods and the brachiopod. The brachiopod is our state fossil. Did you know we have a state fossil?
No.
Yes, the brachiopod. And on these cool molds here, just to show the
these are
camera.
really cool.
Yeah, very cool here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but we can see
there it
some.
is.
Yeah, some good stuff there. Some fossils from all over the world there. So pick one. Did you both get a ball of clay? So we're going to make some pretend fossils. Of course, the real fossils, those took hundreds of millions of years to create, right?
Just a few years,
right?
right?
Yeah, so we don't have hundreds of millions of years right now, so we're going to make some pretend fossils with our molds and our clay. So go ahead and pick one there.
All right.
That you might like to make.
No,
yeah?
Michael, I just already ruined my clay.
That's all right. No, you can. You didn't
So
ruin it.
strong.
No ruined clay, just happy accidents.
Michael,
Yeah.
we have very smart viewers. This is not decreasing anyway, but what exactly is a fossil before we start making them?
A fossil is a remnant of something that existed a very, very, very long time ago.
Right.
So in this area, all of our fossils come from sea creatures because when the rocks were being made about 500 million years ago, this was a shallow inland sea, and all of the living things here were living in that sea. Some of the hard pieces of those creatures might have sunk to the bottom of that sea, and over time, layers and layers of sediment was built up over top of them, and the pressure of all that seawater pressing down on them formed the rocks, and those pieces of the leftover creatures were incorporated into those rocks, and they give us an idea about what was living here and what the conditions were like at that time.
So there's a lot that goes on there. You know what I got out of that?
What?
That Kentucky used to be a beach.
Yeah, part of it, at the edge of the sea, there was a beach somewhere, yeah.
So we were completely underwater.
That's
okay,
right.
so that's why these they kind of look like shells, a lot of them, and fish.
Yes, so these are going to be fossils from anywhere in the world. Like the ginkgo trees come from, of course, China. Fish are all over the world, but they didn't exist until about 400 million years ago. So these rocks and these fossils are things before fish existed. That's why we're not going to find any fish in our fossils around here. So other things like the trilobite, yes, we can find those around here, and the different kinds of nautiluses and cephalopods and bivalves. Some of those things do exist in our fossil record. Yep.
Michael, you are totally taking me back to biology class.
Oh, yeah, man.
Now, I know that, we're talking about like the kids and whatnot. How do kids get involved in the program?
So if you have a class or a club or a group that would like to come out to Raven Run and learn more about fossils, all you have to do is call us at 859-272-6105 and let us know that you'd like to do that. And we'd be happy to schedule it. Sometimes we set up our fossil mold activities just in between the buildings where anybody that happens to be walking by on maybe a busy Saturday or something can enjoy that. Some of the pictures on the show there showed some of the kids doing that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is kind of on request. Just give us a call. We'd love to do it for you.
Well, Michael, Raven Run is really cool. For anybody that hasn't been out there, like you said, you can go hiking, you can do all that stuff, but go visit the center because there's so much in there.
Sure, yeah. Our visitor center, we have lots of educational displays about things like fossils, things about mammals, history, astronomy, and there's always staff there too to give you a hand understanding anything that still might not be clear, whether it's about the natural or cultural resources there, or if it's just some good information about how to go for the hike that you want that day.
Right, it's fabulous information.
Look at this beautiful view.
Well, and that's, okay, so we made our fossils. What are the chances that we're going hiking around there? That's the Kentucky River, we're walking around, that we may find one of these real fossils?
I think your chances are pretty good. If you look, they are numerous and abundant. These are some pretty good specimens that we have here, so it might be hard to find some that are as awesome as these, but to find any kinds of fossils, really all you have to do is look under your feet, and you should find some remnants without having to look too hard or go too far.
What do we look for?
Anything that looks kind of like it's not just a rock, like this one, the brachiopod, kind of looks like seashells, right? Those were a bivalve, or are a bivalve, I should say. They still exist. These are still animals that exist. The cephalopods, they kind of have almost a cone shape.
Is that what I made?
That looks like a cephalopod.
Oh, that's a nice looking
Just
cephalopod.
saying. Just saying, people.
Amber, would you like to show the audience what you? Yeah,
Mine looks a little more rustic.
No, it's a nautilus. Very cool. Very, very cool. This is an air dry clay, so it's going to take maybe 2 or 3 days before it gets real hard.
So people get to keep this.
Yeah,
Oh, that's cool for the kids.
That's why I brought the envelopes here. We actually use those, so when they make their fossils, the kids will put them in the envelope, and I'll give all the envelopes to the teachers, and the teachers take those and hang on to them for a few days,
This is
they don't
so
get
cool.
smushed.
That's nice.
Do we need to sign up in advance, or can we just show up? How does this work?
You can show up at Raven Run anytime during our normal operating hours. We open up at 9 a.m. Right now in the month of May, our trails close down at 6:30, but it's starting to be June pretty soon. And in June, July, and August, the trails will stay open until 7:30. So yeah, a lot of time. Come on out and say hi.
Definitely. Thank you so much. And we asked before we even started, these classes aren't just for kids.
Right.
So if you feel the need to make these, Michael said you're A-okay.
Yeah, I'd like to think that everybody has kids inside them, so, kids and big kids alike. Yeah.
That's
Yes.
right.
Well, thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah,
it's
thanks for
always
having
really fun. Definitely go check out Raven Run if you have not been, or if you have gone. Great, great place. Find us some fossils.
Yeah,
Go
for
say
sure.
hi to Michael.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Stay with